Hello everyone and welcome to my vlog. My name is Skywards and I am going to show you all the paintings I did in the month of April. Ooh, April, my birthday month, so much fun. Not really. Anyway, kind of a slow month. Don't really have a topic to talk about this month like I did last month. Probably because I rush editing all of these so badly that by the time I get to recording, I don't feel like saying anything. But we will give it a shot. Anyway, first things first, we did a portrait. Ooh, fun. This portrait actually turned out so well. My older sister asked for it, which is very nice of her. I kind of went into this portrait with the mindset of trying to be a little more looser with my brush strokes, make them more prominent, and not really care about smoothing out the different tones of the skin. And kind of being more graphic with it as well, just so it doesn't look like a meatball. That's the best way I can describe it. Or like the first episode of the new Doctor Who from 2005 with the skin lady. If you know, you know. Anyway, I picked a whack-ass photo reference once again with leaves. I didn't know that I have a pattern going on where I pick Pinterest photo portraits with leaves in them. I did it a few months ago. I did it again. So sorry. I was like, oh, kind of stupid of me. But alas, we doctored it a little so that the photo reference looked a little better. But yeah, I had a fun time doing the eyes on this one. There was a lot of different contrasting colors. One side of the face, as you can see, the right side was a lot more orange toned than the more pastel-y, what would you call it, bluish pink side of the left. Cooler pink, there we go. So I had fun trying to do that. I like doing eyes. There can be the most fun or it could be the worst. With this portrait, the worst part of it was I did all the proportions wrong, and the nose was way too small for the face as well as the mouth. So I had to readjust halfway through because I was also moving. The face was gigantic. I made the face gigantic on my sketch, and then I had to keep tweaking it to not make it look crazy. And that's why the nose had to be redone, the mouth had to be redone. The ear honestly probably should have been redone now that I'm looking at it again, but ears are the last thing on my mind when I'm painting. I just kind of throw them in and hope for the best. But the eyes came out really well. Nose, not so much. The shadow was difficult for me to get my head around. I think that the mouth came out really good as well. I tried to do that kind of soft, Korean makeup look, which kind of came out well. I don't know. I was pretty happy with it. Lips I usually hate. Goddamn leaves again. Leaves? Boo, stinky. No more leaves now. I promise. I will not do another one with leaves. But overall, best portrait so far. Pretty happy with the progress I'm making. All just is practice over and over and over again because God knows there is no thoughts in my head. Except that my green paint sucks and I hate using it. This will go into the next painting. Lol. Painting number 2, my biggest one. This is my canvas one for the month, and I wanted to do a landscape. I really love Lee Ellickson. I love her YouTube, been following her for years, and I really enjoy the way that she's doing landscapes these days. And I thought I could take a crack at it because it's very interpretive, and I'm usually not an interpretive painter. I try to go for as realistic as I can. and I usually don't do landscapes, so I thought it'd be fun to give it a shot. I also thought it would be fun to try and make it like textured. You know how like Impressionist, it's super, Van Gogh is super textured with his paint. Alas, I don't have that kind of paint money to just be slapping on a bunch of paint, so I try to use acrylic and gesso. Didn't come out fantastic. First reason, I procrastinated and I had to go out, and I did it within 10 minutes. And then the second reason was that it just wasn't thick enough. I was looking at like thickeners, like people said you could put cornstarch in it to make it kind of more pronounced. You can see right here, that's what I tried to do. All the little bumps and greenery that doesn't make any sense. Where was I going with this? Yeah, tried that. I understand where I went wrong. Will I try again? I don't know. But it is something to be interested in. Anyway, I had a reference photo. It was just a basic reference photo. I never put them up on my YouTube videos, but I probably should, but I'm way too lazy to do that now. Once again, from Pinterest. I just liked it. It was a river with a bunch of plants. I didn't really have a thought about composition or to do with like the shapes of my brush strokes. I know some people are very intentional. I was just throwing it up there. I was slapping paint, very Pollock style, but not with all the bad parts. Wasn't he a bad person? I feel like half the time when I reference an artist, I'm like, especially a man, I go, is he like an awful, horrible person? Am I supposed to be saying this guy's name? Because one time in art school, I did an essay on Gauguin because I liked his paintings of Polynesia, and then I found out that he was like a creep and a awful person, and I was like, too late now, I gotta write this stupid thing. So if you're in art school and if you don't want to write about awful people, really do your research. I didn't get a good thing on that essay. I made my twin sister write it. Anyway, what was I doing? I was just trying to have fun with it. I like the blockiness of not doing an exact landscape, kind of just the movement of it. And I don't know if I accomplished it that well with the greenery. It was all very shrubby and kind of coalesced into just a mass, and I made it into a mass of blobs, so that one I did well on that. But my favorite part of this painting was the water. While I was doing the water, no thoughts in my head, I was just trying to follow the reference and give some movement. But I have had it up in my room for the past like 2 weeks drying. I also dropped it while it was drying, and got paint on my apartment carpet, so that's fun. Any tips on how to get oil paint out of carpet, that would be very nice. But whatever, let me go back to what I was saying. I love the water. I just can feel the movement of it so well, and it's just my favorite part of the whole entire piece. I don't know, something about it, I was just like, yes. I'm not really good at expressing what I mean, but like when it works, it works. Because of the rest of the painting, I was kind of floundering with. Because it's just so annoying. But the water was so much fun, and it still is so much fun to look at and to experience. And I think it was the best part of this whole thing. Overall, was very happy with how it turned out. Can't complain for my first try. And it's something that I'd be like willing to hang up or give to my mom or something. I don't know. Most of the time when I paint stuff, I hide it away so no one can ever see it again. So when I make something that I deem viewable, it's a very exciting day for me. What else do I have to add to this? Because we have quite a bit more of footage of me painting this. I don't ever know if I should keep talking about art or can I move on to something else. Well, here's a little tidbit. I'm trying to read 50 books this year. Real physical books, not bad romances on Kindle Unlimited. So I am currently at 4, actually 5. I'm going to finish a book today. The last one I read was called Love Theoretically by Ellie Hazelwood, and she's very popular. She writes romances about scientists. Now I want a scientist myself so badly. I want a man that can talk to me about theoretical physics, and I'll smile and nod and ask him for food or something. I don't know. But it was a very good book. I think probably the best in her series about scientists. I don't know. I love the drama. I'm a very drama girly. And I absolutely loved it. It's the first fictional book I've read. Actually, no. I read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. That fucking mammoth of a book. With that dickhead. Ooh, whoops, not dickhead. With that loser. Coriolanus. God, Jesus. Anyway, I read those 2 books. And I just finished a book called about, what the hell is it called? The Sociopath. It's a book about boomers and how they're sociopaths. It's one of the hardest books I've ever read. Very, political, and, talks about financial systems I have no idea about. That was also like 300 and something pages. But anyway, good book. Look at me, I'm reading. I paint and I read. I read and I paint. That's about it. That is who I am. God, this is taking way too long. We're skipping over. Good lordy. Dun, dun. Oh, what did I finish watching? Well, now that you ask, I finished Trigun Stampede, and I finished Bleach 1,000 Year War Season 1 and 2, which I half watched 8 months ago. They were very good. I would recommend. Don't know why it took me so long to watch. Probably because they were on Hulu. Because fuck Hulu. Okay, we're here for a slam dunk. It is my continuous piece of people falling out of the sky that I started doing 3 years ago and then stopped. Anyway, I like this one a lot. I don't know why, probably because I was looser with it. And I just like free-handed the pose and just kind of went crazy with it. But I enjoyed the movement of this one. I don't know what makes it different. When I try too hard, things come out pretty awful. So when I try less, they are better. Very hard line to navigate though. Especially with the mental fortitude that is my mind. But I liked it. I stopped caring about the fingers because I just can't paint the goddamn fingers. They're too small. And I'm like, who cares? I'm going to have to go over the blue anyway, the sky. But I liked it. I like the hair. I like the green pants. I do not like fingers and feet. I'm very interested to see how these all coalesce with one another. How they all look together in a 9-piece kind of triptych way. Because I am not following the sky. I'm doing whatever the hell I want with the sky. So it's all going to look all messed up. Also, trying to do better lighting. So I am moving my desk in front of the window to try and get some better footage, even though I realize the camera I have does not do 4K and does only 1080p. But I am not made out of money and no one watches these videos. So we're just going to have to suffer with lower production. So sorry. Tell that a watcher. Ooh, burn! That's so funny. Yeah, lower your production, watcher. I have a $500 camera and a beat up laptop. I don't need $100,000 to make fucking ghost files. So funny. And I even bought a shirt from them years ago. I was a fan. I'm not paying $6. You're lucky I even pay for Crunchyroll. I don't even use Crunchyroll that much. Welcome to week 4, the last painting that I was kind of enthusiastic about because it's a little doodle that I made randomly in my little sketchbook, and I said, why don't you try oil painting that? It's not realistic, it's kind of in a more cartoony style, and I was just busy with life and I didn't feel like putting in 110% into this, so it came out how it came out. I wish it came out a little better. I wish I had the concentration and the time. I mean, I have the time for it, but I didn't want to put the time into it. So it came out how it came out. I feel like this is something that maybe if I like the idea so much, I can try again in a different medium. I just kind of wanted to have fun. I didn't want pressure that it was going to be this giant, amazing piece. So you can see the cats right in the background. That's why I can't oil paint. They're up my faux shizzle 24/7. My beautiful cat, Mr. Mooney, and my sister's cat, Miss Peachy. They don't leave me alone. It's pretty bad. I can't get up and do anything. They will come at me. Like, I swear, if I get up and I talk, my cat is like 2 feet behind me at all times. Anyway. Wanted to do the flowers, which was very cute. I was going to have them happy flowers, but I like creepy stuff, so I made them all screaming. Or sad, which I do like that concept. I don't know, I've been playing around with like this weird, it seems like a Dora the Explorer / an Alice in Wonderland idea in my head. I painted. I've promised a painting a week. I did a painting a week. And we live with the consequences of our actions. But it's done. April was a kind of rough month for me. I was sick, busy ruminating about my life as now a 25-year-old, and it kind of took a backseat. Painting kind of took a backseat for me, so I'm glad I can even get any of this done. Hopefully May has a brighter future ahead for me for painting. I don't have my list written down yet as of May 1st. So let's see what we get out of it, you know? We got 52 tries. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you watched, all 0 of you, lol, that's funny. That's why I just say whatever I want on these little tangents, because I know no one's watching. Create some art, have fun in the sun, go and adopt a cat. Okay, that's all I got. Toodaloo, see you next month. Bye-bye.